Okay, I welcome you, my dear young friends. So now we will see that what are the different equipments we are seeing. Particularly, we are going to present. Now we are seeing that vibrating feeder of this one. So in this vibrating feeder, uh, so we have different types will be there. So what is that types will be, we will see that. Generally this coal handling equipment, so live storage will be there. So this live storage will be consists of near about 1 day, 24 to 30 hours will be there. Or then this as per the requirements of the coal plant. As per the requirements of the coal plant, we will store in that coal in plant. So what is going to be happening over there? This generally the plant is usually covered near to that boiler furnace. Yes, why? Because this transportation problem. That's why we are going to keeping this furnace is very near to that furnace over there. Okay. After that, we will see that different things before going into that equipment, handling equipment. We will see that. Okay, by we are going to sectional view through belt conveyor. What we are going to seeing that belt conveyor. Okay, so now we will see that belt conveyor. So before that, outline of coal handling equipment. We will see that before going to that equipment. So stocking, reclaiming, drag line, scrapper, cranes, bulldozers, loaders, trucks. We are going to taking. After that feeder, it goes to that feeder, and again that from feeder to horizontal conveyor belt will be there, or tippers will carry that coals, and vertical conveyor belt, bucket elevators will be there, bucket conveyors will be there, and skip hoists will be there. Different types of, not only skip, any hoist means skip means it is going and it is going to be loading like that. Okay, it is skipping that coal means fuels, and belts will be there, flight conveyors will be there. So that so anything, any equipment we can use. Just outline I am going to speaking. So unloaded. So after that point of delivery, railroad or barrage. Okay. Before that, after going to that, we are going to transferring with this one horizontal conveyor belts with tippers, live storage. Hoopers we are going to use it. So live storage, we can save up to 24 hours to 30 hours. So next in this equipment, we are having for so many types of equipment will be there. Grab bucket will be there. Bucket elevator will be there. Skip hoist will be there. Belt conveyor will be there. Layout of belt conveyor will be there. And means belt conveyor with some angles will be there. Screw conveyors will be there. Flight or super conveyors will be there. Okay, and fuel handling means different equipments we are going to. Now we will see that equipment with that help of belt conveyors. So now that belt angle is that 35 degrees. So afterwards it is going carrying that 35 degrees. It can be, it can't go outside that side, this side, this goes. That's why we preferred this. So generally the hoisting of this conveying device, we are having that 20 degrees horizontal, and high lifts and high lengths belts will be there. Okay, so this is increased in, so installation cost is very high and maintenance cost is also very high. So we have to transport now. So that is the thing we are having all these things. And next length of the belt very much, how much you want you can take it, but at the same time power consumption is also more in that. So here that is that vibrating feeder will be there. With that vibrating feeder, that angle we fixed over there, and we are going to transporting that coal for furnace. So here we are having one more thing. What I want to tell is that these feeders, vibrating feeders, huge hub will be there collected in the belt through vibrations created by vibrating teethers. Means teethers means some rolling elements will be there, and it is that vibrating feeders is going on that, and we are going to segregating that coal. So another one is gates will be there. So these are we are going to using in the channel purpose for the movement of that coal in the channel level we are going to using. And the metals detectors we are going to, any metal is going to be coming over there, we are going to detecting, we are going to keeping this magnets, and then we are extracting that one, and we can use other areas. So these detect the presence of any ferrous and non-ferrous materials. Ferrous materials and non-ferrous materials. Both we are going to using. So it transmitter will be there and receiver will be there. Whenever we are going to taking transmitter will be there. Again, we are throwing one area of receiver place will be there. One dumped area will be there. Over there, we are going to preserving this ferrous materials as well as pakka. It will be there. Ferrous and non-ferrous materials will be there in that coal. And hoopers will be there. This hoopers process of taking of coal from the dead storage, storage for the preparation and reclaiming of the hoopers. Again, we can reclaim that hoopers. Means reclaiming means we can turn it and we can take that all the things over there. Okay. Protection system, interlocking system. Wherever we want to stop, we can stop it. Interlocking for that safety purpose. If any damage or if anything happened, sorry, sorry, anything will be happened, we can see if the belt fails, if any other persons is means they are fallen down, we are having interlocking system over there. If anything happen, if a fire is attacked, if any person is fallen down, we can interlock that system. So and then one is the magnetic surface. We know that we discussed magnetic separator means we are going to remove that metals, ferrous and non-ferrous metals. So coal conveyed through conveyor belt, improving the boiler efficiency. Yes. So if you are going to pouring in that metal, it is going to be burned. It will take a lot of time and a lot of coal is also waste. That's why we are going to removing that separators over there. We are going to keeping magnets and other equipment, and we are keeping one receiver over there. Okay, that is one of the good thing. When we are going to using this equipment, okay, and we will improve that boiler efficiency. So in we are crushing system also we can actually handling only we are having in that syllabus only coal handling equipment only. So now we will see that what are the stages of a crushing system. Double roller crusher will be there. There will be a double roller, and in between that coal will be dropped, and then it will be crushed. Whatever sizes will be there. So rotary breaker. So rotation of also the coal will be braked and impact. So sudden impact, and we are going to crushing together. So all these things we are going to using different method purposes. See that 600 mm coal, 250, and see that stage 4, stage 1, how much DRC here? 250 mm of coal, 600 mm of coal rock. We are going to divide into 250. Another RBCR is there. DBCR means double roller crusher, rotary brake crusher, and impact brake crusher. DRCR means double roll crusher. Over there, 250 mm chips we can provide for to the furnace. Again, if you want again to reduce that size of the coal, RBCR we can reduce that 80 mm. So another one is that impact. Impact over there again we can reduce the size. In that impact stage 3 that is called as stage 1 is the DRCR, double roller crusher, and the second one stage is rotary brake crusher, and third one is impact crusher. So in that we are going to sizing that metals like 20 to 25 and 80 mm and 250, 250, 80 to 25 mm. Okay, 20 mm also we can see that in that one. Here you can see that double rollers, how it will be there. Roller, this is the roller, this is that it. In between that coal will come, it will crush it and it will come out. And a rotary breaker will be there. See, one drum will be there. In that drum, it is rotating over there and it is crushing. One side it is rotating, one side it is crushing. So that we are going to getting 80 mm size of the coal. Okay, 80 mm size of the coal. Another thing is that impact crushers. This is very means somewhat compared to other two rollers, it was somewhat little bit dangerous. If any hand or anything will be there, our hand is also will come as a 20 mm, 30 mm chips will come out. So that the coal will be there. How that coals, this is the rotor is going to be rotating. Over there it is chipped, is turned, and then it is come out. Okay, we will get it rotary type. And we will see that in this, we will see that up to this, we will see that another some of the fuel handling equipment also. Here, fuel handling equipments means either solid or liquid or gaseous. In this wagon balance will be there. After that wagon balance, it will come out. Transfer tower will be there to fuel stroke, and hoppers will be there. Till now we discussed, and conveyors will be there, crushers will be there, and automatic weighers will be there. How much weight we are going to calculate? Conveyors will be there, transfer towers will be there, boilers, hoppers will be there. So with this, all these things, we can say as we can easily crush it as coal. We can easily. Some another screw type conveyor also will be there. In that screw type conveyors. In this screw type conveyors, we made it dust is very tight. So we can easily, we can remove that dust is very easy in that screw conveyors. So in that one shaft will be there, belt will be there, belt drive will be there, coal in will be there. It is going to be rotating like this one. Okay, it is going to be rotated. So, and it is very cheap for installation, and maintenance cost is also very less. Screw conveyors. Once initial cost will be the more, but maintenance cost is less, and installation also very easy. So the length we cannot increase more. Why? Because it is a screwed one. So over there the pressure is increases, so that whenever it is going to be crushed. So we are going to using for large crush capacities only, very, very big capacities. Otherwise, here is air is going to be crushed and air is compressed. So all these considerable where the screws will be there. Another thing, belt conveyor will be there. This is also one of the system, belt conveyor system. Belt conveyor system. In this system, like this will be there. Okay, in this belt conveyor, flight conveyor system, there will be one conveyor will be there. With that conveyor, the coal is on that conveyor, and it is going to be transferred. But it is some level of height we are going to fixing, and from freight, the coal is going to be dropped on that conveyor. Again, with the help of buckets will be arranged. Buckets or scoops will be there. With that scoops, the coal is going to be carried out, and then it is going to be poured in that hooper. Suppose we want to load that one truck or wagon. So with that, we will make it as a slant, and we will make it as scoops on the belt, and that amount of coal is going to be dropped in that particular tub, and then with the tub, the scoop is going to be lift that coal, and then we are going to pouring at hoopers. Over there, we can load that vehicles, wagons, with the help of this flight storage. Means I told some height we are going to keeping of this flight conveyor systems. Okay, that is that. Another one more important thing is that here is skip hoists will be there. Skip hoist means that the entire hoist is going to be, means we are going to lifting from bottom to top with the help of buckets. So you can say that buckets, entire the rope is going to be turning, the buckets will come down to the earth, and it is going to be lifted to that some extent person and some extent height. With that height, again that coal is going to be dropped in that hoopers. So lifting from bottom to top. So any systems we are going to having lifting purpose only. Okay, that is that skip hoist. Another one system is there, buckets. So bucket elevators will be there. So that is bucket elevators will be there. At the same time, grab bucket also will be there. Some crane will be there. Crane is having one bucket. You see our JCBs like that. One bucket will be there. In that bucket, we are going to keeping that our fuels that we are going to transferring from one end to the other end. That grab bucket will go and takes place. One skilled expert crane driver will be there. He is going to be taking place of that one. Another one is that bucket elevator. So bucket elevator means what it is, bucket elevators. So that two sides, two rollers will be there. In between one belt will be there. That belt is having different scoops will be there. Okay. So coal is we are going to pouring with that buckets. That is in one shell. We are attached in one shell like this impact crusher, like same impact crusher. This is the crusher, that is that lifting purpose we are going to using for this one. So that entire coal we are going to dragging in that, and we are going to keeping in that buckets, and we will coal wherever you want furnace, we can carry over there. Okay, or else we can keep it in anywhere in that coal storage we can put it. Okay, all these things you can see over there. So this at the same time we are having advantages as well as disadvantages will be there. So whenever the high maintenance cost will be there, maintenance cost is more, but skilled operators are not required. Okay, anyone can handle these systems. Okay, whenever this impact crushers like roller, double rollers, single rollers, crushers will be there. Over there, skilled laborers are required. Suppose flight conveyor belts, it is minimum after passing of magnetic separators, the fuel will be the crushed, a crusher into pieces 25 to 30 mm size of the coal. Stalker firing near about 10 to 20 mm. Okay, stalker firing. So when that pulverized fuel is fired into that boiler furnace, that small chips only we are going to pulverize that coal, and then we are burning that coal. So another systems are there. I told what are the advantages as well as disadvantages. We will see that can be used for small and large boiler units, all these equipments. Generally, less building space is necessary. Space requirement is very less. We can use for erection as well as this thing. So very reliable, and maintenance charges is means I can say that it is advantage as well as a disadvantages. Medium will be there with repair and maintenance costs will be there. So I can say that maintenance cost is more itself. Okay. Practically, we can see that from explosions. We can avoid this. There is no practical explosions is not there in that coal handling equipment. That's one of the greatest advantages. So reduction in auxiliary plants, we can reduce that in auxiliary plants. So disadvantages will be there. In disadvantage, very large units, initial cost will be there rather than with pulverized fuel. So construction is complicated. Troubles due to slagging and combustion charges walls on the experienced. Always a certain amount of lost coal from ridings through that grades will be there. So sudden vibrations will be there. Sudden collapse will be there. Sudden, that's why we are going to providing for interlocking systems. Okay, sudden vibrations and demand cannot be met some degree. So we cannot met that degree of this thing. Transportation as well as over there. Some obstacles will come. So banking and standby the losses are always present. Anything will be there. Losses will be there, and as well as always losses will be there. More losses with the help of this equipments. Okay, all these things we can consider, and we will discuss in the next class another new topic. Thank you.